Hi, this is Kim Pinkney, and welcome to my channel. I apologize that I am so late. I found a video that hopped into my stream, and I was like, well, gee, she asked a question. It was probably rhetorical, and I felt like I needed to answer, and I don't really answer rhetorical questions on people's streams. But I did, and it took me like 2 hours to write it. I found it nearly like 10 minutes before noon, and I'm like, well, it came onto my stream, and well, it is what it is. And then I was like, oh, no, I gotta say a little something, just a little. And then it ended up being like this whole dissertation, and I'm like, there's no way I can cut any of this out, so I may as well just do it and be done with it. And so I did it. I'm like one of 5,000 comments. Some of them are kissing her butt for being honest and standing up for herself. And for me, I just wanted to give us a different opinion. Maybe what is the word? I wanted to give her a different perspective. And just kind of playing devil's advocate. She was obviously from another country, from her accent, and I thought that since she asked so many questions about why a person shouldn't ask a person of color's ethnicity in her own country, that she was entitled to know in her own country, and she never had anybody else ask her about her ethnicity. I was like, wow, she doesn't get it, she'll never get it. And then I was going to just click off and start my own stream and don't rock any boats or anything like that. And I'm like, oh, hell no. I think there comes a time when just a little bit of a perspective in someone else's their thought range, because she was upset about how a person would get offended by being asked what ethnicity they were. And I, in short, pretty much told her to thank her ancestors for the way things are in her country now. Because she was whining that her country was changing, that she didn't have a voice in her country, which is probably a lie. But you know what? She is in another country, so I can't say anything to that. And I left a very long comment. And a lot of it was, I hope, thought-provoking. And I kind of told her that why you don't ask somebody something like that is maybe they think it's a personal question. Like, I don't go up to people and ask, are you Catholic? Are you Christian? Are you Catholic? Are you Christian? I don't go up to them and ask them, are you gay? I don't go up to them and ask them, do you have sex with animals? Are you crazy? But it's a fact. Because she feels that she could ask someone anything she wants if it's a fact. So you're Indian, you're this, that, and the other? Okay. One person in the comments was like, well, I asked, we had a cup of coffee, and then we called it a day. Oh, no, but not this woman. She was offended that these people were changing the face of her country that she established, of course. She was offended that people were getting angry with her for asking the question. And I'm like, well, would you want someone to ask you if you had sex with animals as a character-defining question? And then go, oh, and then walk away? There's questions that you ask people right off the bat, like, hey, what's your name? Sometimes you don't even ask what your name is. So just talk to them like a human. But no, not her. She was saying that she had the right to know. She wasn't, I'm just explaining why I'm late. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to turn this into the same thing that she had. And she spoke for 7 minutes. I listened intently to everything she said. And I understood her perspective that, from her perspective, it shouldn't have been taken as an insult to be asked. you know, maybe be proud of who you are. I'm proud I'm a white woman, is what she was saying. You know, and but then she just kept ranting about how she's so powerless. And I thought I'd give her a little bit of a brown perspective. I don't know if that's just the uppity Negro in me that just decided to come out. But I just thought that she would benefit a bit from understanding just a little bit, of maybe what these people are going through. Yeah, they're foreign in your country. They came there for their hopes and dreams. You know, I try to stay out of politics too, you know, because it's just like assholes. Everybody's got one opinion and they all stink, you know, and shit comes out of it, you know. But I wanted her to understand that, you know, for good or for ill, you are basically a universal looking creature. Nobody's going to ask where you came from because it's obvious you're of European descent of some sort. And as soon as she opens her mouth, you'll know what part of Europe she's from. And she was upset about that. Nobody ever asks me about that. And I'm like, because it's obvious. But, and not so many of those words. I wasn't as condescending about that, but I told her to thank her ancestors for it. The reason why nobody asks you is because your ancestors went to every other country, rape, pillaging, enslaving, hating, oh so greedily. I said, first off, none of this is your fault. You should not have to apologize for the sins of others, your ancestors. However, you have the choice now that you're going to be somebody's ancestor to contribute to it or extinguish it for your descendants. So after so many thousands of words that I put into my statement, I thanked her for her time because I did not ask for that video to come across my stream. And I just thought that maybe a comment that wasn't kissing her butt, saying that bravo for speaking up for yourself, you know, is, you know, just a different perspective. You know, every country that her ancestors touched is now finding its way into her country for good or for ill, just like they did to hers, into, you know, as her ancestors did to theirs. You know, and everybody's looking for a better life, knock on wood, and hopefully we can all learn from each other. But some people are so angry that they just can't see beyond themselves and can't see that, you know, the reason for everything that's happening is from people who came before you. And you do have the power to contribute or extinguish the good or the bad, the ugly, at any time. Anyway, I am drawing Tiana, and I'm wanting to make her a little bit naughtier than, you know, Princess and the Frog type of thing. I pretty much want to make, and I haven't decided what I want to put in the background. I was thinking about putting her in that hat that the bad guy wore, because I thought it was so freaking cool. I like the skulls thing. If I can get her to look like, what is that guy from Guns N' Roses? Slash, all the better. But I apologize for being late. That was my fault for trolling, I guess, in a hopefully positive way. A positive troll. Is there such a thing? Oh, God. I don't want to regret it. And I don't feel entitled that people are entitled to my opinion, and that I must share my opinion, but she kept asking the same question over and over again. You know, why can't I ask? Why can't I ask? And I'm like, well, here you go. This is why you shouldn't ask. Or let it, you know, if you want to know someone's ethnicity, Ask them as you're drinking coffee, as you're getting to know them. You know, let their zodiac sign be the first thing you know. Let their favorite color be the first thing you know before their ethnicity. You know, it's just like I hate for my ethnicity. Like, I'm black. And I'd hate for it, like, duh, can't tell from the pause, Kim. But yeah, sorry about that. I'm all like right here in front of the mic. But yeah, like, we couldn't tell, Kim, really. No. Nah, but I told her that now that she's going to be someone's ancestor, someone's future descendant, or predecessor, rather, how is she going to contribute to the narrative and what happens, you know, to others? Is she going to be is she just going to whine about it, or is she going to let it go and just kind of empathize, you know? Congratulations for making it to my country. Don't be an asshole. I won't be an asshole. Let's be friends. Or not, you know? Move on. And I am bombarded every day with something racist. It's insane. Every day. And it's not from the people that are around me. And that's what gets me. It's like, it's happening to others, but what happens to others, and that's a big misconception, what happens to others does affect what can happen to you. It's like, I hate to say it, but it's kind of like how in slavery times when it's like, oh, well, that's the Mabubu tribe. They're the ones that are going through some stuff right now. It's not going to happen to us. You know, it's like you just got to keep your eyes and your head on a swivel, or else, and if you don't speak out, you know, nothing will be done. The Mabubu tribe will be no more, which is fine because they were our enemies, but that tribe may come back around, be manipulated, and sell your folks. And to think that it couldn't happen in America is insane. And, you know, there's a lot of things that I would think couldn't happen in America. And then something comes around and changes my opinion of that. Like, if you've ever seen The Handmaid's Tale, women lose their rights. And I'm thinking, that could never frickin' happen. There's no way And then as I'm watching, I'm like, oh my gosh, it could happen. If the world goes through its changes, people become desperate. You have a group that believes in something and decides to take it upon themselves to make a change, and then finds that through their changes, they benefit. They get more members. You know, you're more powerful in a group than you are by yourself. And it's really freaking crazy. Sorry, I was lost in the picture if anybody popped in, which is fine. I apologize for being late. I'm so sorry. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. But yeah, you know, I just went on to let the lady know, the YouTuber know, that I too am someone's future ancestor. I'm going to be somebody's grandma. I'm somebody's aunt. I'm somebody's mom. You know, and I want to treat people with respect, even if they don't deserve it. It may be, you know, and I apologize. I should be treating you guys with respect because I didn't show up at 12 like I was supposed to. I apologize. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. So I need to do something special for you guys, for being so gosh darn late. I don't know what. I'll figure it out. One day I'll figure it out. But, let's see. The model that I was using has a lot of muscles. When I should have been kind of forming this after Tiana herself. Okay, so this is part of the Darkly Cute, courtesy of Ian, who gave me the idea, you know, putting the evil and the dark into some of my drawings. And I'm like, okay, I can do that. I'm going to make her a little thicker. Not because she's a sister or anything, but, you know, that's my interpretation. Interpretation. So far, she's naked until I can figure out what to put on this woman. But I have her holding a cleaver and a really crazy knife. And we're either going to have some frog legs or some voodoo man pieces, whichever comes first. Maybe a little bit of both. Who knows? Says, don't you know I will cut you? I think that's what I think that's what a meme should say on this. Don't you know I will cut you? I will cut a bitch. Okay, so let me zoom out a bit. Yeah, I'm not angry or anything like that, but those who, getting back to why I was late, those who can't see from other people's perspective, that's a form of entitlement. And I try to let her know that, you know, it's your ancestors were extremely entitled, and you are benefiting from it, whether you realize it or not, whether you want to or not. Yeah, be thankful you have a country, you know, that you can pick up and go to and blend in. I go to Africa. I'm black, but I ain't African black. And as soon as I open my mouth, they'll know I am not one of them. And one saying, not all skin folk are kinfolk, that could apply. You know, I could not go back to Africa and know what my tribe that I descended from was from. There's a possibility that you know, my ancestors are gone. I could do one of those DNA tests and stuff, but you know, I'm so far in to the American whatever that there's no way I could go back to Africa and fit in. It would take me a long time to assimilate, and even then, I'd still have the mentality that I have as an American. And that may be completely different from a native African. It could, for good or for ill, help the country or hurt the country. Could hurt me. Like if I was gay, I could be put to death. Not from like the government's rules per se, the culture or whatever, but you know, society, African society. You know, they play by a different set of rules, and if you don't know the rules, well, that's your ass. Type of thing. So I can't see myself going to someone else's country and just taking over. I would want to learn the culture. Like if I was going to Japan, like I've always wanted to do as a kid, there was this contest that if you did the essay, you could be kind of like an exchange student to Japan, and I entered every freaking time and never even got considered. And it's fine, it just wasn't in the cards. I joined the Navy, and the moment that they were going on a Westpac, I was pregnant. I was like, son of a biscuit eater. So I was just not meant to go at that time. Maybe I just didn't have the mindset. I don't know. But I was pulling up language books and everything. I was going to embrace that whole thing. And then when I got a chance to go on a ship that was going to Japan, and this is how the conversation went. I was up to get orders. I had joined the Navy so I could end up going one day to Japan. Always wanted to go to Japan. And my detailer, the guy that gives you the jobs, I didn't know that he was about to retire. But he says, he asked me where I want to go. I said, I want to go to Japan. And he goes, really? And I'm like, yeah, I want to go to Japan. He says, well, we have a ship that's going to Japan. And I'm like, okay, cool. and I'll send you to A school and stuff like that. I'm like, cool, cool, do all that stuff, right? And then he says, but I'm also going to send you to welding school so that you can weld yourself a chastity belt. He says, wait. He goes, you had a baby in Maine, right? And I go, yeah. And he goes, and you had a baby in California. And I'm like, yeah. He says, well, I'm gonna send you to welding school because you ain't coming back with no Japanese baby. It's like, damn. He was a brother, no doubt. Because yeah, I probably would. I would come back with a Japanese baby. Voted most likely. Yeah. Kim does it raw, I guess. Ah, God. Anyway, I thought I was in love. Damn it. Anyway, yeah, I would be voted most likely to come back with a Japanese baby. Anyway. Truth doesn't hurt, but it is enlightening. Anyway, that's just a little bit about me. It's funny how much race can play a part in things, and ignorance it can hurt a lot of folk. And hopefully people just take the time out to be just a little bit more sensitive. And even me, I'm definitely guilty of being just a little racist, just a smidge. And I think it comes from self-preservation. Like I almost been hit like three times? I almost got hit by some ladies of non-American, Native American descent, not of American descent, in SUVs about to hit me in the crosswalk. I'm like, come on now. All right, so anyway, I digress. I can't be hating on people who don't know how to drive, but hopefully they're learning. Okay. Let's see. And in their country, they wouldn't be allowed to drive. But I digress. Let's see. I'm looking for the witch doctor. No, he wasn't a witch doctor. He was the voodoo guy. What was his name in this movie? Princess and the Frog. Okay. Oh yeah, he pops right up. Dr. Facilier, the Shadow Man. Oh yeah, I gotta give her this hat. Ooh, he painted his face. Oh, that would be tight. Let's see. Okay, so of course I'm gonna have to do it like tilted to the side. There we go. And it's going to get cut off. Wonderful! You know, every picture that I see of him, the top of his hat is cut off. That is hilarious. Okay, so I'm going to have to bring it down a little bit. Okay. Yeah, but enough about race. Ugh, opinions suck. I just hope people learn to live in peace. Peace and elbow grease. Let's see. And he's got a skull and crossbones on his. So let's see. We'll take off this right here. And we'll make it like that. It's got a big band. Let's see, your head is right here. Ooh, she's got a big head. Okay. This is going to look like one of those stovepipe hats. I'm going to make it just a little bigger. Have it come down a bit. And I'm drawing over a picture that didn't quite work out. Again, that was cut off a bit. So I do have some like little ghost images that are showing a little bit beneath it. Now, since these are like licensed characters, I cannot ethically sell these. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these on a web page. That way, if you want to download it and color it, I'd love to see what you came up with. Whatever color scheme, whatever additions that you add to it, I'd love to see it. Okay. I should put the prints on the hat. I think I should put him somewhere on this hat. I'm going to give her his necklace. The Shadow Man's necklace. Yeah, I thought he was a bit spooky. Just a bit. Let's see. This is what she looks like without the white. Let's see, but if I put the little skull on her, I'll do one of each. I'll do one with the white skull and maybe one without. Or you could do that yourself when you color it. Or I could do it when I color it. Haha. So there. Haha. Nah. Let's see. I took a few liberties with her face. It still kind of has her aspects. Excuse me for a second. I'm going to put the music back on so you don't have to hear me cough. Let's see. Epidemic sound. What are you doing? Okay. We'll do... I like electronica. Oh, let's try pop. Let's see if there's anything new in pop. There we go. Pop music. All right. Oh man. Alrighty. So we got her hair going on in there. And I know she's got another little tendril of hair that pops out. Let me see where that is. So like about right here. I'm trying to decide if I want to make her hair long. Let me see if I can see a picture with Tiana with her hair down. Let's see. Let's see, I think a lot of the pictures she either had a ponytail, let's see, she had her hair up. I thought there was a scene, oh, she had a ponytail, yeah. She never really had her hair down. I don't blame you, girl, because my hair down is it's just a big puff ball. So, yeah, why not? We can go crazy. The little ponytail. Let's see. And I think they made it. Did they make it thick? Like you can see it on both sides? No, not really. Okay, so bum, 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 bum. There we go. Okay, she doesn't have any earrings. Let's see. They gave her... We'll give her some skull earrings. I could give her... Let's see. Where's the frog? Let's see, I can either put him on her shoulder. Oh, let's see, somebody did draw her with her hair down. Let's see. And it looks like this. I don't know, I think I like the ponytail better. Yeah, I think I like the ponytail better. Let's see. Is anybody join me in... Nope, not yet. Okay. La 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 la. Let's see. Okay, so what to put on her? Oh, that's funny. It says, I went to this BuzzFeed thing as I was looking for the Tiana picture, and I'll put a link, copy, I'll put a link in the description. And I just happened to notice it. Let's see. About Disney princesses. Okay, so I just threw a link in the description about what you would not notice about Disney princesses. This is the one thing you never noticed about Princess Tiana. And somebody goes, yes. Okay, so Princess Tiana is the only Disney princess with all of her hair tied back or pinned into a bob for the entirety of the movie. Never noticed that. So we decided to draw her with her hair let loose. So they drew her with her hair loose. And they go, and dang. It looks amazing. It looks messy, but it is what it is. Yeah. And Prince Naveen is into it too. Yeah, whatever. Okay. Yeah, it does look cute. Yeah, it looks cute, but I don't know, it kind of adds to her. You can't say the same, you could say the same thing about a lot of the princesses. Their hair has never been down. Let's see, who, what's her name? Well, I guess her hair is always down. Snow White, her hair doesn't change. She has the same hairstyle throughout the whole thing. Let's see. All the others, they kind of have their hair a little bit down. And they just like had everybody shown all at once together. But I'm like, you know, okay, so let's see. If I do their thing. Okay, so this is what it looks like with it down. But does she look like the Little Mermaid almost when you do that? I don't know. Let me see. Basically, when they put her hair down, that's what she looked like. It's not bad. I think it's cute. But I like how it's more controlled with the ponytail. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. But I am going to put her back. Well, you know what? Why not? Let's let her hair stay down. Why not? We'll make it nice and thick and kinky. I mean, if Merida can do it, why not? And since she's a sister, we'll make her skull bigger. Let me see. I'm gonna see if I can make it look like this skull in Where'd it go? The Shadow Man. Let's see, gotta get a good picture. Okay. It looks cute. One eye is bigger than the other, so it's like this. Oops. And the teeth are kind of crooked. And I think it's more shaped like that. And we won't be able to really see it on that side because her cheek is in the way. Let me see if we can give her her eyes here. Alright, so what to put on her? He used a simple shirt. Let's see. I'm trying to think. I do like the idea of purple. So let's see. We could have her wearing purple and green. Let's see. Since she liked to cook, hence the cleaver, so I could have her have bloody hands. Let's see. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, now that was cool. He did this motion that brought the skull down from the hat onto the face. That was cool. I forgot that. I have to watch this movie again. I have not seen this movie in forever. I totally forgot that part. Oh, okay. We've got the voodoo chick here. The one in the swamp. I'll steal one of her earrings. And let's see. I'm trying to decide, do I want to put the strapless thing on her? And then we'll give her like a little tie, a little sash around her waist. Let's see, what did the voodoo lady have? She had a snake. Oh, shoot. I could throw the snake around her. That'd be interesting, too. Let's see. Let's see. Prince Naveen as a frog. Let's see if we can do a frog. Ooh, he was holding up a talisman that had a weird face. That's kind of cool. Not Naveen, but the other guy, the Shadow Man. Okay, so since she doesn't have the skull on her face, we will use the Shadow Man. I'm having a hard time trying to find a really good picture that's nice and clear. Of the skull. And then we've got like little crossbones here. And then we'll have like a little shadow there. Her shadow will probably encompass her eyes like a mask almost. Okay. Okay, so now I just need to figure out what she's going to be wearing. I think she should wear the snake. That or a frog. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see, so should I put him here? We'll put him here, just to give it a little bit of balance. I was thinking about putting him right here, but I'm like, nah, that's too much. Okay, so I need a face of a frog. I'll put him right here, have him kind of look down. Have him kind of grip her hat a little bit. Or maybe he should be looking at us. Let me see if I can find a better picture of the frog. Okay. Make sure I'm still on camera here. Yep, yep, still there. Yeah, I have a tendency of popping out. Ooh, he looks drunk. Alright. Okay, let's see. Beta frog. I want a beta frog. Ooh, I like that. Okay. I got him with this big froggy smile. Okay, let's see. Or maybe he should be scared. Oh, I could have... Oh, that'd be kind of cool if he pointed. Like, you're next. I don't know. I'm trying to decide. Do I want him to look down? Nah. We won't have him look down. It will change this here, make him a little bit more suave. It's like, I got this. I got this. Be like, this frog is like, she thinks I'm her husband. I got this. We'll fix this eye here. Yeah, we'll just bring it down a little bit. There we go. I need to find a place to put this so that you guys can access it. And I have no idea where. Let's see. I'm going to see if I can find a file sharing thing where you can be downloaded once it's done. So we'll bring that big old smile in. We'll throw his arm down here a little bit, since he's kind of resting on the hat. We'll kind of have his body kind of rest a little bit. And I'll just kind of color this in so I know where things are. Okay, so there's that. And then we'll just do his hands kind of like touching her face or something like that. Or maybe not. Maybe I'll take that off. It looks cluttered. Yeah, it does look a little too cluttered. Let's see, yeah, he's only got 4 fingers. Okay. All right. She looks cuter than I thought she would. All right. I gotta fix her hair here. Let's see. There we go. We'll even throw a little bit of hair here. Give her a little bit more lip. Okay, still. Okay, so we got that going on. And I think I want to throw a little bit more voodoo stuff on her. So let me see if I can find any of the little voodoo stuff that was going on with the let's see, ooh, you got the masks. Let's see, where can I put one of them? I'm trying to decide, do I want to put something like on her arm? Let's see. Let me make sure that it's big enough. Then I'll just go ahead and start inking. La 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 la. There we go. Let me make sure I'm still in the camera. There we go. Okay. I'm outlining it so that I can get it to pop up on underneath my, let's see, either that one. Let's see, is this the brush? And you are 0.02. Let's see if I can get some details into this. Let me bring it down some so we can see. We'll start at the hat. And I'm thinking maybe like a Mardi Gras theme type of thing. Took a few liberties with that. Let's see. I'm going to give it like a thin outline. That way, if you want to make it kind of look like it's disappearing, you can. And basically what I do is I use baby oil on treated paper. I can print it out on other paper. I'm going to print mine out on cardstock. Just because I can. Now I can, at least. Let's see. Looks like I got this. And then color it with whatever crayon, marker, or whatever comes into my paws. All right. Still don't know what I'm going to put on her. Sucks. Oh, it's got the little nose here. We'll just give her the simple off the shoulder. All right, and I just need to fix her other hand. We'll raise it up a bit. Okay, so now just need to fix this hand right here. Okay. Put her thumb back here. Let's see, she always seems to have gloves on. Nah, we won't put any gloves on her. Now, since she was in, it's too late to add the snake because it would have to wrap somewhere around her. Okay, so I'm gonna let it dry just a bit and just erase from the top down. Make sure I'm in the camera here so you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to use my kneaded eraser here so it won't damage the paper. Put a little bit of extra line weight on this eye to try to get it to round out. So I'm going to do the same thing to the other side. I'll just go ahead and color this in black. Okay, but when I trace over it, I can correct any errors that I've made here. Now I'm not coloring directly onto this paper because it's pretty rough. It's mixed media paper. It's got like this really stiff tooth to it. And it does take pencil okay, but it's not as beautiful or smooth, not as beautiful, I think, as Bristol paper doing its thing. Oops. There's a little bit right here I missed. Now I'm going to color this one kind of like I would my Elsa and Anna. I'm going to try to not to add lines, kind of let the highlights be the lines and stuff like that. The white eraser gets a little bit deeper than the kneaded eraser, but the kneaded eraser does not leave any marks, or rather doesn't leave any dust like the white eraser does. Alrighty. So that will be it for today. I will go ahead and color this on another video. Thank you so much for joining me, and I apologize for being late on the stream. That's not like me, but I just couldn't pass up a moment to hopefully help somebody else out and just kind of see a different perspective before, you know, she gets all mad and butthurt over immigrants to her country. People looking for a whole nother life, and then they get bent out of shape because someone asked them where they're from. Oh, Lord have mercy. What is our world coming to? Oh, well, share and share alike. Anyway, if you like what you see, like and subscribe, and suggest. My next one that I'll draw up is going to be Anastasia, and if I can find a decent spot to share these little coloring pages, I'll go ahead and post that in the description. If I haven't found it just yet, but I am on the case. Take care, you guys. Bye-bye.